Welcome to my show, honey. Welcome to Soraya's kitchen. When you're feeling blue, you don't know what to do. Carrying such a heavy load, honey, feels like you're all alone. You need a new recipe, well, I'm the one to see. Friday rolls along, you wanna hear my song, so welcome to my show. Oh, welcome to my kitchen. My show is so hot, honey. The fish, the meat.
Hey darlings! And here we have Soraya Sobada's Jimmy corned beef guisado. It's a stewed corned beef that has french fries in it. They were baked, and then it's topped with white rice and barley. And I don't know if you can notice there's an S there. So S for Soraya, S for sexy, S for super delicious. Hi, Olas! My name is the super sexy, super fabulous, and super desirable Soraya Sobada. Welcome to my kitchen, welcome to my show. And this show is dedicated to Junita Perez's father, who just loved food. And Junita Perez's mom loved food. The whole family loves food. Junita Perez loves food. I love food. And we especially, Junita Perez and I, and maybe you too, watching this show, we love healthy food. We're making a traditional dish, very Puerto Rican. I'm gonna make believe that Junita Perez's father is gonna ring my doorbell and I'm gonna serve him this dish. Now, what is the dish, first of all? This is corned beef guisado. And I'm just really glad to be here. I'm gonna go into the ingredients for a little bit, but you know, I wanna just say that you want all my love and my devotion. You want my recipes right from the start. I have no doubt that I can cook for you forever. The only trouble is we really don't have the time. I have one half hour, that's all I have to spare. 1/2 hour, and I know all my viewers care. Baby, 1/2 hour, just a half hour, that's all I have to spare. 1/2 hour, and I know my viewers care. Woo. We have 1/2 hour to do this recipe, and so now we're gonna get into the ingredients. Hola mi amores, hi. Okay, so let's go into the ingredients for this dish now. Let's start with the primary ingredient, right, which is corned beef. Now, this is what Junito Perez's dad loved, and this is what Junito Perez uses to reel his man in, honey. The final stage of courtship, darling. We're gonna use 1 12-ounce can of Philippi's corned beef. The base of this dish, let's go with that because there's gonna be a base, right? With all my Latin dishes, there's a base, like, and so I made some real nice fresh recao, right? Which the recao has onions, it has garlic, it has a green pepper, it has cilantro, it has recao, right? These are very Latin herbs, and it's pureed, and then it's refrigerated or frozen, and then you use them as you need them. And then what we do with this, we stir fry it with oil. So speaking of oil, I have a really special oil today, right? This is the olive oil with achote infused in it. So I wanted to give this dish, again, natural coloring, and the achote seeds work so well to this dish because I want this to be very red. Don't use sazon or artificial food colorings or MSG to give it color or give it extra flavor. It's going to give it a nice little nutty flavor, but definitely give us the olive oil that we love, and then the color that's just a really beautiful red. We want this to be nice and red. And since we're talking about red, then the Goya tomato sauce, right? We're going to put maybe 1 to 2 cans. And then we have, I have some additional minced garlic. We have some onion that's chopped. Now, for the corned beef dish, it's really important that the onions are diced. The onions with this dish is what really brings it up, okay? That's like the focal point with the corned beef guisado, I find. And I'm gonna add some red pepper though. The onion seems to be the stronger visible ingredient in this dish, but I do want to add some red pepper as well, but not a lot. Okay, so I have some chopped cilantro, nice and green and fresh. Just got that today. Those are the herbs that I'm going to saute. Now, this is the powdered spices that we're using. It's my boyfriend, Mr. Turmeric, he's always here with me, and he's such a dedicated boyfriend. And then we have this the veggie base that I've been using again to kind of add a little chicken, corny, Jimmy's corned beef recipe. And a little bit of that, just a little. Which is my straight up adobo. Alright, darlings? And then ground cumin. I want to add some ground cumin because to me that really brings a Latin flavor to our dishes. A little bit of oregano. If you didn't see the cumin here, she is. She has a gender. The cumin has a gender. She's she. I have some barley that's already cooked, and in a future recipe I will really get into the details of how to cook barley. But barley is really cool because it cooks in less time, in my opinion, than brown rice, and it actually has a lot more fiber than brown rice, and a little bit more calorie, but the fiber is a lot higher in barley than brown rice. White rice already cooked, here it is. But I definitely would like to flip some barley recipes. I have a few recipes that I think are just amazing. And then the recipe goes for French fries, and we bought the La Fée brand, so crinkle cut French fries go really well with this. I made them in the oven. I wasn't gonna fry them. Heck no, I was going to say hell no. And I made them so they're kind of like slightly crisp because I didn't want them to be soggy in the dish. So those are all the ingredients. Yes. And now we're going to go into prep, so let's go. Hey darlings, here we go. I just put some fire to the caldero. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the oil. And I like to weigh and measure my oils. I'm hoping that this recipe will serve 3 people. That's the goal. And I think this, as soon as I put the oil, it's going to start sizzling. I hope it doesn't get on my silver metallic dress. Okay, as I stated, and I'll lower it a little bit. Because this annatto olive oil, the annatto will definitely stain your clothes, your counter. Back in the ancient days, the annatto seeds was used to dye clothing actually. So, okay, so it has a beautiful color. It does not harm your insides. It's definitely natural. It's used in a lot of cooking, but it's a powerful food coloring, natural food coloring. So I've added 3 tablespoons. We're going to add the recao. I love weighing and measuring when I can. Okay? Just gotta be careful now because it's going to splatter. You just want to be really careful. And I love how that's cooking. You know how I love to hear food sizzle. So I have 2 tablespoons, 2 heaping, 3 heaping, 4 heaping. Yeah, I think that's going to be enough. 4.5. Okay? So we just added the recao, and you guys have seen the recipe for that. Now, I always like browning my garlic, my recao.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm going to use 1, 2. I'm going to use 1, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to use 1, 2. I'm going to use 1, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I'm going to put the heat back up because it is upside down. Oh, Soraya, turn me inside out. Round and round, boys say, I turn them upside down. Oh, I love to turn them inside out and round and round. So we just put like about 2.5 tablespoons of chopped garlic. Here we go now with the onions started. Oh honey, we're gonna put a lot of onions in here, chopped. I'm gonna let the onions, brown first. They kind of cook a little bit, not too brown. What is that, like 4 tablespoons? I think I'm gonna probably put 4 of them. It's like 5 tablespoons, maybe a 1/3 cup of onion. Okay, chopped. And I'm gonna add now the red pepper. I want to add in just little slivers, like slices like this, not chopped like the onion. I'm gonna bring the camera so you can see what we have here, but I don't want too much of the red pepper because it's going to be a really red dish anyway, but I want a little bit of the red pepper. So when I serve it and I garnish, that we have some red pepper cooked into this dish. And now I'm going to show you like this. So here are the ingredients. This is the recao, the olive oil with the anato, the onions, the garlic, the red pepper, and we're gonna let that saute a little bit, okay? Alright. Hi darlings, I just want to see my outfit. I feel so fierce in this outfit. Can you see it in my waistline that, darling? Hi, I love this dress. I think it looks so good on me. Don't you think? Let's get back to the recipe. So yes, honey, this onions and all of that, what you see in front of you right now in the calderos, we want to cook that down a bit. Okay, we're going to add the corned beef. Look at the corned beef, one big chunk. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera down, but I'm just going to just loosen that up a bit, so to speak. Just chop it up a bit, whatever, fork it down, loosen it up. Oh my God, it sounds a little interesting there. I'm just going to get the corned beef mixed in with the onions, with the garlic, with the recao, with the red pepper, with the olive oil, right? I'm going to use cooking spray here too because I want this to cook nice with some fat, but not a lot of fat. And you know, cooking spray always helps, right? I'm going to get it out now. So you see my chichos? Oh my God, but this dress is so fierce. So we have some canola oil cooking spray. We're just going to spray it. We're going to bring up the heat a little bit because now we want it to cook up. This recipe is going to go so fast. The meat's already cooked. And so what we want is for this to stew up for 20 minutes. Once we have the tomato sauce, I have some smoked turkey neck broth that I'm going to add to this. See the corned beef? See how beautiful that already got softened, and I forked it out. I brought it down to mix in with the rest of the ingredients there. So now we're going to add the tomato sauce. And then I'm going to add the powdered spices. So let's see. I feel so fabulous, I can't see. I love this outfit. I really, I love dressing up for all of you. I want you to see what the testament of weight loss could be, and nutrition. Because God knows I eat really good, but I maintain my weight. I go to the gym. Me and Janita Perez, we love working out. Okay, I think 1 can of the tomato sauce is going to be fine. No, I think 1.5 cans is going to be the number. Yes, darling, and I'm going to show you. So we did 1.5. This is going to go so fast. I could feel it, honey. As you see my dress. So let's just mix that up, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. So that's now with the tomato sauce added. You see that it's starting to bubble? Now that's a little rich and thick, so we're going to add smoked turkey neck bone stock. Yes, I had a cover because it's starting to bubble up a little bit. So we're going to add a cup of the turkey stock. I don't like cooking and it's like getting dirty, like to clean up. Janita Perez tells me his mother's the same way. She's really clean up while she cooks. I like to do the same thing. Alright, so I just added a cup of the turkey neck bone stock. God, this is gonna cook so fast, I could tell. Honey, yes, darling. I want you to see. Now that's the dish with the turkey neck bone stock. It's not as thick, so because we want to cook that down. I'm gonna add a little bit more onion because I need to see more onion there. And then I'm gonna add the powdered spices. Okay, darling. Hey. Oh my God, it's so fabulous, this dish. Can't wait to taste it. I haven't had this in ages. So I'm bringing up the heat a little bit. So I want to add some more onion. I do. So that's 3/4 of a large Spanish onion. And I'm going to add some more slices of the red pepper. It's definitely going to serve 3, probably 4 people, right? So I'm going to add cumin. I'm going to add, let me see, that's about a teaspoon of cumin. I love cumin, darling. Some oregano leaves. I'm going to do it like Janita Perez's mom used to do it. That's probably like 2 teaspoons of oregano leaves, which always looks really good with a dish like this. And then we're going to add Mr. Turmeric. He's so handsome. I love Mr. Turmeric. I love his color. But if you're brown, I'm down, darling. And in your case, you're golden brown. Honey, I love golden brown. I love all colors, darling. As long as you're good to me, darling. That's what counts. So with the turmeric, I would say about a teaspoon. Yes. And then you got to watch the adobo on this dish because that corned beef already has sodium, right? And the turkey neck bone stock has some salt. So let's just be sparingly with that. Maybe like 2 teaspoons. And then we'll taste as we go along. If we need to add more, we will. And then my veggie base, which is about a teaspoon there. And something tells me I'm going to use the rest of the garlic, because you can't, being Latino, you can never use too much garlic, darling. So we've got about 4 cloves of garlic that was chopped up. And I think that's it for now. Yeah. It is actually. Ooh, child, she's so pretty. I'll let you see. I think she's prettier than Soraya, so this dish. We're not adding olives to her. We could, but nah, it's too much salt stuff. And just itchy there. Now, this has to cook low heat because it's already bubbling. It's not super stewy, but I want it to cook down some. Okay, so I want you to see what this looks like right now. I'm gonna get the camera so you can see. So that's with all the spices, and I'm gonna actually taste her, but I want some of that liquid to come down. Gosh, that is so delicious. Just a little bit more adobo. That's it. Now we're gonna cover her. She's amazing. I mean, she's amazing. She's really amazing. Amazing. Now you gotta be careful with her because you want to keep her low, right? You don't want her to stick to the bottom of the pot. And she, for some whatever reason, honey, must be Junito Perez's father must be in this dish here, because from what Junito Perez tells me, he was quite the ladies' man, very charming. I think that's where Junito Perez got a lot of his charm from. So this dish is hot. He's already bubbling, honey. Now I have it on low. So we're gonna cover her. I'm gonna put the top for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back. With the 10 minutes that we're cooking this down, I decided after like 3 minutes to take the cover off to get some of the liquid up. We are going to cook the rest of this another 7 minutes uncovered at low simmering heat. And after the 7 minutes, when the dish is almost ready, we'll be back. The 7 minutes are up, and we have the Jimmy corned beef guisado, just at the right consistency that I wanted it. I didn't want it to be too like stewy or soupy, and right now is exactly the way I want it. So now I'm gonna add the French fries, and then I'm gonna serve it because we're almost ready to taste, honey, because I'm starving. Oh my goodness, here we go. Hi darlings, oh my god, we're almost done with the recipe. You saw, right? You're gonna see more. My hands are clean because what I'm gonna do is I love touching food, right? I mean, that's the whole joy, that's the whole joy of cooking is touching the food. Oh my god, delicious. Rinse my hands, okay, it's safe. Honey, it's always safe, darling. So now we have the Jimmy corned beef guisado. And now we're going to add French fries that are already cooked. That's just the way how the recipe is. You add the French fries. They're not fried, alright? They were baked. And then we're going to have a few garnished on top that are not with the sauce. I'm going to get my spoon. I want you to see what this looks like. Isn't that lovely? The potatoes are added in there like that. Okay? And actually, I'm going to add more potato. And a little bit to garnish. Okay. And I don't want to stir in the rest of that, but that's how that is. Okay, did you see that? Okay, and that's it. And now we're gonna serve that with barley and white rice. And here we have Soraya Sobada's Jimmy corned beef guisado. I just want to say a little Father's Day story that Junito Perez told me, which I thought was so amazing, and I think it's just such a testament to what could happen in relationships, because so many family members of Junito Perez think that Junito didn't love his dad. They really didn't have the closest of relationships when he was growing up. When Junito moved to Jackson Heights, where he lives now, I think about a year or two after he moved, he got a phone call from his dad. And his dad just called him crying, and apologized for all the drama. You know, because I don't know of any family that's perfect. I don't know of any dad that's perfect, any mom that's perfect. And you know, dads, moms, boyfriends, girlfriends, dogs. Sometimes the dog barks and bites. And then the dog will come and lick you, you know. And, you know, that's human nature and the nature of living things. They're for you and sometimes against you, right? Or at least you feel sometimes they're against you. And Jonito Perez, again, really didn't have the closest relationship with his dad, but as Jonito got older and his dad got older, you know, maturity kind of comes in and you realize that that's your dad and you realize that that's your son. And Jonito Perez's dad called him like and apologized for like all like the stuff that wasn't so cool and his growing up-ism for Jonito Perez. And Jonito told me how like amazed he was that his dad was able to call him and make amends and say he was sorry for this, for that. You know, things that really hurt Jonito. And that really made them come closer. And it's a shame that some, maybe 9 years later, you know, his dad gets sick and dies just when they were mending and they were coming closer and the phone call came. And then Jonito tells me that he one time called his dad, probably after his dad made amends to him because Jonito's heart softened a little more, right? You know, we all have our things. Jonito Perez calls his dad and tells his dad how proud he was of his father for making such a great business, not being high school educated, not being college educated, like how proud Jonito was of his dad's entrepreneurship and his dad's success and drive, you know, and how much Jonito's father impacted Jonito, like, and taught him entrepreneurism, you know, which is why I know, even though Jonito hasn't told me, but I know that's the reason why, you know, Jonito and I have done so well with the cooking show on an entrepreneurial level, on any level. But, you know, the spirit of entrepreneurship and dreaming your vision and making it happen, his dad and mother, Miriam Montalvo, certainly made a great business, and the family all worked that business. So, you know, props to Jonito Perez's dad, props for Jonito Perez for being able to come closer to his dad. And I know Jonito regrets that his dad passed away just when they were like coming closer, you know, but that's life, you know. At least he has very fond memories of his dad, okay? And with the fond memories of his dad, we're gonna have this beautiful dish of, oh, it's hot, darling. The corned beef guisado with barley. It's like Puerto Ricans, right? Jonito Perez's family, very light skin, and Jonito Perez's mother's side of the family, very like darker skin. His father's side light, his mother's side dark. Make sure I get that right. Oh my God, this looks so delicious. And there's an S here for Soraya. I painted on an S with the achote olive oil. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. That is delicious. I have to take another forkful. That is amazing. That's amazing. My God, that's so delicious. That's so delicious. I'm gonna put this down. I want to relax and have some of that. That is amazing. So please try this recipe. Oh my God, that is amazing, amazing, amazingly delicious. It's different. I want to say adieu, goodbye. Thank you for coming to my show. Thank you for being here for a special Father's Day recipe of Jimmy's corned beef that was absolutely superb. The rice, the barley, everything was perfect. Please make this. And I want to just thank everyone for being here. And God bless my kitchen and all its little nooks. God bless this diva that loves to cook, and God bless all of you. So thank you so much for coming to Soraya Surabada's Fierce Cooking Show. Bye.
Welcome to my show, honey. Welcome to Soraya's Kitchen. When you're feeling blue, you don't know what to do. Carrying such a heavy load, honey, feels like you're all alone. You need a new recipe, well, I'm the one to see. Friday rolls along, you wanna hear my song, so welcome to my show. Oh, welcome to Soraya's Kitchen. My show is so hot, honey. The fish, the meat.
Hey, darling.
Step aside, Pagliacci, whilst the captain warms up. Oh, I see a split. Just keep your eye on the ball, Barney boy. Yahoo! You're the greatest, friend. The old master strikes again. Step aside, Pagliacci, whilst the captain warms up. Just keep your eye on the ball, Bonnie boy.
Yahoo! You're the greatest, friend.
And the old master strikes again.
Love to love you, baby. Ah. I don't know what key the song is in there. Hey, y'all. You caught me playing the piano, honey, in my home, honey. Yay. How are you all? Welcome to Soraya Servidas Fierce Cooking Show. I figured, a new angle. I wanted you to see my piano, hear me play. And I wanted y'all to see the records up on the wall. I love that. Look at Miss Donna Summer up there, honey. Love me some Donna Summer. And that painting I did of me when I was a guy with my husband at the time. My one and only husband, my ex, who is my best friend now. Who is going to take me out for dinner this week. You know why? Because this week is my birthday. I'll be 65 officially. And actually, yesterday I have 34 years of being sober. 34 years. No white sugar, no volume eating, on a food plan, on a weight loss, weight management plan that's been working for that period of time. Nope, these breasts are not 65 years old, but the rest of me is. And so I'm really grateful to be in the place that I'm in today as a trans woman. And yes, this week, my ex, who is my best friend, will be taking me out to dinner. And I always enjoy his company. I'm so grateful that we've remained friends. So what do I want to share about this week? Such a big week for me. Well, a couple of things. First of all, I'm really keeping a very low profile with my anniversary, my sobriety anniversary, and also my birthday. I'm not making a big deal out of it at all. It's the first time ever, actually, that I'm really just letting it go. At 65, I'm just grateful to still be alive and healthy. And actually, I've been feeling healthier. I've shared that I have Dr. William Powers back as my endocrinologist and sort of a primary care physician. And right now, I am feeling really, really awesome.